Oh, man, was that just an absolutely fantastic finish to week 2. Now, there's lots of aftermath to week 2, and we'll get to that in a moment. We'll keep an eye on all the injury reports coming out today of all the great players that got hurt and banged up on Sunday. Unfortunately, some of them. For my Giants in the but for my fantasy team in the New York Giants, Saquon being one of them.
Bummer, man.
So, look, when Seattle and New England play each other, it's phenomenal. We all know that. They make some memorable games. Nothing more than Super Bowl 49, as we know, in the home of the Arizona Cardinals. And who knew? Who knew that Russ would cook to the tune of 5 touchdown passes to 5 different receivers last night? And if we had told you that going into the game, it would have been a wrap. Regardless of the fact that there are no 12s there. It's still significant. The New England Patriots were the first team in 2020 in this pandemic to go from the East Coast and travel all the way to the West Coast. We've had some, obviously, the Cowboys visited the Rams. The Cardinals only had to go up to San Francisco, to Santa Clara. That's it. Chargers started on the East Coast. I mean, in terms of West Coast games that we've seen in this pandemic, the Patriots were the first team to have to go east all the way to the Pacific Northwest. That is a significant amount of travel in the pandemic. I don't care that there were no fans there. If I told you 5 touchdown passes from Russ, he's cooking like that, and that DK Metcalf would beat the defending defensive player of the year on a 50-yard pass in the air.
Dang.
That Stephon Gilmore was draped all over the guy who Daniel Jeremiah described as a human in a bat suit.
Yeah, that was pretty good coverage.
At his combine, DK Metcalf. If I told you that, you'd have said this is not going to be a game. Certainly since Cam didn't throw very much against Miami, he just ran a couple in. But Seattle apparently will never run the ball when all they need is 1 or 2 yards to finish off New England. They just, I just think they just will not do it. Okay, Darrell Bevell is tucked in Michigan now. He's nowhere near Seattle. He's in Detroit. 3rd and 1. All you got to do is get a first down, and then Belichick's going to have to start burning timeouts. When have we heard this before? And Russ overcooked. Went up top. Tried to get the big bomb on 3rd and 1. Oh, my gosh. Patriots get the ball back. And I got to tell you, Christopher, I came into the season saying this AFC East was the Bills to lose. I still believe it. Certainly the way that Josh Allen is cooking himself so far.
They played the Jets and the Dolphins.
No, look,
calm down.
No. You could say that all you want. I still believe, as I said last year when you said the same thing about Lamar Jackson doing that against Miami, and that let's see what he can do against everyone else, that you could still take out of beating lesser opponents the fact that you're supposed to do it and you do it. And we'll see what Miami is as we matriculate. Okay? They still have a very good coach, as you know, and they also have some pretty damn good players. So I'm not ready to say, well, let's who is Buffalo beaten yet? Because the Patriots, as I'm about to say, still they beat the same Dolphins. So I, however, seeing Cam over these 2 games, including the fact that Brady's gone, and part of the reason why I thought the Patriots were not going to win this division has nothing to do with Cam. As you know, we were very high on Cam the minute that the Carolina Panthers decided to move in a different direction. Is that the sense always was with New England, if you gave them one small bit of an opening with the game on the line, okay? If you take one small inch, give it to New England, it's going to be a yard. And that yard is going to be Tom Brady sticking it where the sun don't shine against you. And that Brady's now gone. How will they be able to do that? Last night, they threw Seattle, instead of running, gave New England the opportunity to win the game. And Cam damn near did it. Just like Brady would have done. That's what I'm thinking. He's moving the ball right down the field. He's finding Edelman to the tune of 179 yards, the most Edelman's ever gotten in his career. 2 games in, 1 road game in. And Edelman is flashing in terms of yardage in a manner that we never saw before. Okay? 397 yards passing for Cam Newton last night. And yeah, we could talk about the play call. I thought it was the right thing to do.
Yeah, me too.
You can't stop Cam at that, but Seattle overloaded the edge, and Cam said afterwards he wished he had bounced it outside, right?
I don't think it would have mattered.
I don't know, but all I do know is this. Patriots aren't used to moral victories.
Yeah, but this was one.
Damn straight. Your team is going to be just fine. My only concern for you after watching last night is that your GOAT coach is wearing his mask like it's a feed bag.
I think he wore it upside down.
I don't know what's going on.
It was really weird.
At one point, you're looking at it, it's like a feed bag over his mouth, not covering his nose. Yeah. Next thing you're seeing, it's covering his nose, but only barely below his lower lip. It looked like a beak, like he's going to an eyes wide shut situation.
Well done.
Like there's a lot of stuff, like Fidelio. I had no idea what's going on. I was just concerned about that. Yeah. That's it.
Totally.
All right.
Wish we had a couple of those defenders who opted out.
No,
too,
I know that. But that's another point, too.
Yeah.
6 guys go. The NBC showed that, Fred Godelli and his staff, phenomenal, producing Sunday Night Football. Well, they had 6 guys who were over 500 snaps on defense.
I mean, 2 of the best
from
defenders.
last year.
Yeah, Patrick Chung and Dante Hightower.
Right. Peter King came on and basically said, hey, the linebacking group is is the spine of the Belichick defense.
They're all new.
Well, and Russ did cook, all right.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But Russ, I think we're going to find will have no problem.
He's going to be
cooking against everybody, and by October he should have his own cooking show. That's got to happen.
Cooking with
him
Russ.
and his wife will be. How does that not happen? So that was my takeaway last night. That Russell Wilson is in fact 2 weeks in an MVP candidate, as we all thought. That Seattle, to me, was the winner of the NFC West. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.